I'm more attracted towards people's personalities and how they are and how they can capture you with their thoughts or minds or talk. All these apps coming out where you can give yourself abs and make yourself have bigger lips and all those things. And I'm like, wait a second, how does that really serve a purpose?
Hello all you beautiful people, this is Karishma and today I'm on the sets of MTV Supermodel of the Year and I cannot believe I am sitting beside the very gorgeous, very stunning Ujjwala Raut. Thank you so much for taking out time for this, Ujjwala.
Thank you, love.
And I have so many questions for you, so let's just jump right into it.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to join the modeling industry in today's date, what are the qualities that the person should possess? 10 years ago, the skill set required to join the modeling industry was a different one, or is it still the same?
I think everything is still kind of same, but obviously now it's exploded globally.
Of course.
And because of now so much out there, like the social media platform especially, there are so many things that you have to be into and you have to make sure you are up to date and you are like, you know, like very cool and calm and breezy and easy and all those things. So if anybody can do all that, amazing. Some people can, some people cannot. And I feel that some people are a little old school.
Of course, of course.
And it depends like what really works for you and benefits you. I think you should do that. I think if you just get into everything, you might just get lost. But if you can find your way easily without having to do a lot, it's probably the best option.
Definitely. So you are someone who has always been in the spotlight. So you know how it feels to be in constant public scrutiny. So what would be your suggestions to somebody who's just joining the industry on how to take criticism or even worse, trolls?
You know, I think back in the days, the criticism wasn't that much. Like it's now, it's on a bigger scale now. It's like even if you do a tiny bit, it's like multiplied 1,000 times, and it's not true most of the time. So that is something that people need to really get a life about and really not do things that is not required, because I feel that I'm a kind of a person that likes my work to talk about it. I cannot go around just babbling about myself. I feel that the work can say it all, because you know, if you're working, you're doing your stuff and you're not out there really doing the stuff that really people think you do. And I feel that most of it, I was living out of India most of the time. I've been out of India for almost 20 years since I started in 96 or 97. But like since 2000, I've just been spending a lot of time between Europe and America and India. So for me, it's like half of the people don't know where I am or this and that. And now it's like only the people that need to know where you are, like your agents and friends and family, know where to find you. So I keep it like that. I keep it very controlled. It's not like I put out my personal life so much. So that was, I feel that I'm not that much under the scrutiny.
That's true.
Because you're only under the scrutiny when you're working.
Definitely.
So that speaks a lot. So for me, it works like that. It's simple because being a mother, I want to spend time with my daughter and her life and her career, and we want to have our time than having to think like other people, which is not required for me.
Definitely. So I think that times have really changed when it comes to body shaming. Nobody takes it quietly anymore. But do you think there is still a certain standard in the industry and pressure in the industry to look a certain way, or are the norms really changing?
I feel that, you know, it's up to you. Like I said, back then, you know, actresses, like South Indian actresses, they need a typical type of body. Bollywood was a typical type of body. Models had to have a typical type of body. So I feel that more what is like worrisome for me is now all these apps coming out where you can give yourself abs and make yourself have bigger lips and all those things. And I'm like, wait a second, how does that really serve a purpose if you're using all that? Because when you go in front of a client, you're not what you look like. So that is more like, for me, demeaning in a way, that you have to use all these things to make yourself look a certain way when it's not required. I think it's, if you're cool and you have talent, I think talent can speak much more than having to think about the body and this and that. You are who you are. You're born that way. God has made you that way. You know, it's not something we all women go through a transition. We are a girl, then we turn into a woman, then we become mothers, then we go into a 40s. So it's like you are going to go through different stages in your life. But if you think so much about it and think that you're just going to stick in one certain area throughout, it's never going to happen. But I think body shaming, it was never a concern because I'm more attracted towards people's personalities and how they are and how they can capture you with their thoughts or minds or talks is more appealing to me than someone looks a certain way.
100% Ujjwala. So now I want to ask something that everybody wants to know. What is in your bag? How do you look so gorgeous all the time? So can you tell me like 5 things that you really like carrying with yourself or you really like carrying these days?
I carry, now I've come down to a very small pouch. First I used to carry a big handbag and stuff because you need a lot of things. But when I'm not on the shoot, it's very simple. I have a lip balm because I live in cold countries and my lips get really dry. So I need to have a lip balm, my house keys so I can get in my apartment. And then my headphones, my phone, and yeah, my credit cards.
Okay, so thank you so much Ujjwala for taking out time for this.
Thank you.
Okay guys, watch MTV Supermodel of the Year. Bye-bye.
Always try to give, don't ever take